Hi, Glenn. Hello.
Hello, bros.
Wait lang. Hindi pala ako nakakonect. Hello.
Last again. Hello, bros.
Wait lang. Narinig niyo ba ako? Can you hear me?
Yes.
So sorry. Grabe. Wait lang. Narinig niyo ba ako? Nakatulog ako. ba, humiga lang ako. Tapos,
Wala pang ano si
tapos,
Jay.
tapos natutulog ako. Nakakatawa. Hello, Raul. Raul, meet Red Bautista. Churchmate ko siya. Playback
Hi.
ba ako? Ayan. Parang may nag-open ng isa pang device dyan. Paki-check kung na-pause or something. Nagpe-playback ako.
Sa akin wala naman.
Raul, is that you? Yes, make a shout out to Ann Bayawa Vlog and Vien Baruzo. Alam, nagpe-playback talaga ako. Hindi ko alam sino ang nakahanap.
Oo nga.
Sige. Okay lang yan. Huwag kang magtago. Nasaan si si Beverly?
Si Glenn nawala.
Mabagal daw internet niya. Medyo mabagal.
Wala ba nagpi-feedback?
Red, try mo lang, pero baka may isang tab kang naka-open dyan. At
Wala eh. Facebook lang to eh. Tsaka ano. Tsaka to, yung StreamYard.
sa phone, may ginagamit ka bang phone dyan? Wala naman.
Wala.
Baka si Glenn. Glenn? Glenn 1, Glenn 2, Glenn 3.
Wala yun.
Nasa labas pa raw sila Vien Vien Varuso tsaka si Ann. It's okay. Pero I just want to remind everyone that I can only allow 5 participants sa taas. So, as we speak, I have 2. So, total, 3 na lahat. So, 3 more participants. Ayan na, nandiyan na pala si Glenn. Hi, Glenn.
Ayan, you can hear me well. I can hear you very well. Okay. I've seen you wearing a cap, so I wore mine as and I'm wearing mine as well.
Ayan.
Ay, dumugo kami. Dumugo ilong namin.
Nag-nose
Ayaw na.
bleed ako.
Ayoko na. Ayoko na.
Ba't kaya may
Let me
ano?
see. Merong second.
Glenn. Oo nga. Maybe you can check if there's another tab that is open sa end
Sarado
nyo.
yung tablet ko eh.
Raul, ikaw ba yan? Raul. 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 Oh,
Ayun,
ikaw
wala na.
Raul, oh. Oh, si Raul, minute kita Raul. Ikaw nga. Ikaw ang ano. Ikaw ang may
Ikaw
pakala.
magtanungin.
Hi, Mami Pink. Hi, Mami Pink. Thanks for dropping by. Kumusta? O, tingnan mo, Raul, ha? I-mute kita, ha? O, wala,
Oo
o.
nga.
Wala. Ikaw nga, Raul. Ikaw nga. Ah,
Ikaw na nga.
sige, maghintay pa tayo sino pwedeng mag-join. So, we have 2 more slots sa taas na pwedeng mag-join. So sorry kasi free lang naman tong StreamYard ko. So I can only have 5 participants. So I need more
Ganun pala
too.
yun.
Kasi
Okay.
free lang tong ano ko, StreamYard. Pag bayad to, 10 yung pwede sa taas. So
10.
dahil free lang ito.
Doble.
So
Nag-dinner ka na ba?
kumain ako kanina bago ako humiga. Actually, I laid down at I think 5, almost 5. I would say quarter to 5 p.m. And then,
Okay.
nakatulog ako, tapos nagising, tapos sabi ko, baka hindi pa, baka maliwanag pa. I forgot. I turned my lights on. So, nung pag-check ko ng orasan ko, hala, it's 7:14 p.m. na. Nagilapos ako saglit na yun. Ewan ko kung meron ba akong speck on my eyes. Pero wala naman siguro. At, ayan. Try ko i-unmute si Raul. Raul? Raul?
Meron pa
Ayan, meron na
din.
naman. Raul, check mo yung device mo baka may naka-open na isang tab. Ay, Alex Vian. Sino to? Si Vian na naman to. Hi, Vian. Ayan, nawala. Meron nga. Raul, ikaw nga yan. Wala nang iba. Alright, let's start at exactly siguro 50.
Anong oras na ba?
46. Tingnan mo, Raul, oh. Tingnan mo, Raul, nagsasalita ako. Ngayon, tingnan mo, ha. Pag i-mute kita, diba? I-mute kita, ha. O, wala na. O, wala nang playback. Sorry, Raul. Sa'yo nang galing. Sa'yo nang galing. So, ikaw na lang mag-mute muna sa sarili mo and then mamaya, if you have questions, then unmute na lang ikaw. Sige, mute ka muna.
Red, anong gamit mo? Laptop? Okay.
Okay, so sa games natin, please,
La!
I would encourage you to use a different device. I did not change anything dun sa quizzes natin like last night.
Naku,
So I just wanted to make
confusing.
sure it's the same sets of questions and let's figure out if everyone can get it perfect or can get a perfect score.
La!
Si Raul, wala siya kagabi, pero Raul, just keep trying. Alam ko may alam ka rito. So regardless if we get incorrect answers, no, walang problema doon. All right? Anyway, so good evening, everyone. For those who are joining me tonight, thank you for your time. I know it's kind of busy this week, but nagkaroon kayo ng time to visit me and drop by. So kahit kunti lang tayo, let's continue and let's get the ball rolling. Walang problema dyan. And again, I am your man, Mike Abbas by Abbas. Ganun lagi sinasabi ko eh. So, let's get it started. While waiting for, ewan ko kung nandyan ba si Beverly Gabredo. Press 1, press 2 kung parating pa, press 3 kung nagko-connect na, press 4 kung wala at all. Gawa-gawa ko lang. Gawa-gawa ko lang siya. So, ayun, let's get started. Alex Vian, bigyan ko nga pala kayo muna ng jacket. Wait lang. 'Di ba? Ang daming ganitong ganap. So punta ako sa sarili kong channel. Wait lang ha. Your channel. Klaro ba na baka may muta pa ako sabihin niyo sa akin?
Wala naman, bro.
Wala naman, okay. So bigyan ko muna kayo ng jacket. Pero feeling ko dahil nag-join na kayo last night, meron na kayong chat. Mag-ping nga kayo muna. Mag-ping kayo sa chat box natin. So I would know kung meron. Yung sa may YouTube mismo, hindi sa StreamYard.
Okay.
Raul, thank you so much talaga na nandito ka. Nakatulog din daw siya. Hindi ko lang sure si Beverly Gabredo kung makaka-join siya. Sure. Natulog talaga ako. Sobrang natulog ako. Kasi meron pa ako inakitan kanina. Nung oras pa yun, nakalimutan ko na. Yung taga New York. So umakyat ako. Ganon din, nag-discuss din ako ng konti about SVA and parts of speech. So, ayun. Meron pala akong dapat idagdag kanina dito sa ano. Hintayin na natin. Gawin na natin a few more minutes para mag-start tayo. Baka 8 pala ito mag-start talaga, no? Nakakatawa. Sobra. But thanks for your patience na naghintay
Sure.
kayo. Akala na, inisip niyo ba baka hindi na matutuloy?
Hindi, feeling namin tuloy. Pero kala ko lang may iba ka pang engagement na nauna.
Okay. Thank you. Inisip ko ano yung hindi ko pala na-include.
Nagsasalita si Red, walang sound.
Ay, wala akong sound.
Yun, meron na.
Hala Glenn, parang late ang sayo. Ayan, sige bigyan ko kayo ng jacket. Wait lang ha.
Oo nga,
Alex.
late yan.
Okay lang yan.
Late lang.
Okay lang yan bro.
Tapos na ang magsalita.
Ano naman
Gumalaw
yung
yung bibig ko.
Yung movement mo naman parang real time.
Sabi, hi naman kayo dyan kay Vien. Nag-hi siya sa inyo.
Ay,
Sabi niya. Hi.
Hi, Vien. Hello.
hello,
Sabi na.
Vien.
Hey Raul, magsalita ka na. Okay lang. Sabi na, hello. Raul, nandyan ka pa ba, Raul? Raul, press 1, press 2, press 3. Okay, so let's bring it on and let's
Yes.
start. Sige, ayusin mo muna. Sige, in the meantime, mute kita. Tapos ito na yung game natin. Wait lang ha. Puntahan ko. Again, folks, it's the same type of questions na hinanda ko. And then, tingnan natin kung maalala nyo. Kanina, yung gagawa sana ako, hindi na ako gumawa. Sabi ko, hindi, ito na yon para hindi na sila malito.
Isasend mo ba yung link, bro?
Yes, I will send it.
Okay.
Wait lang ha.
Panibagong code?
Yes, panibagong code siya. Same pa rin siya pero panibagong code. Vien, saka sila Ann, sila Raul, sino yung nasa baba, mag-click lang kayo. I'll also send it sa chat or group chat natin. Hold on. It provides. Tapos, wait lang ha. Ayan. Tapos, ang code natin ay 013761. 013761. That is our code for this game. We'll try to connect. Let me know if you have access on that link.
Pinalitan ko ng pangalan ko.
And then, a piece of advice, please use a different device para sa game natin, para hindi kayo mahirapan mag-toggle. So, ayun, let me see kung sino nang nag-connect. So, we have Cloud G, Mr. C. Sino to si Mr. C? Mr. C. Ikaw ba to, Raul? Press 1. Sino kaya dito? Press 1. Wait lang ha. Tingnan nga natin. Baka nandyan si James Diaz. Hi, James. Just in case you are around, meron tayong game na gagawin. Tapos our code ay 013761. Sige, ping ko muna sa kanya. May pag-games ako. Yung code. Okay, there you go. So, click on the link. Sino pang nandito? Sino kito si Mr. C? Si Raul. Raul, sumagot ka nga. Ikaw ba to?
Si Mr. Claudio, charot.
Ikaw ba yan, Glenn? Mr. Cloud?
Kay Cloud G ang gamit ko eh.
Oo nga. Sino kaya ito? Parang, hindi naman siguro
Mysterious.
hindi naman siguro to si Noel kasi nag-send ako sa kanya, hindi siya
Kapule.
nag-confirm.
Si
Baka
Mr.
si Mr.
Kapuli
Kapuli yan.
Joke lang.
Oo nga, no? Naku Sino kaya? Tingnan nga natin. Okay, tingnan natin. Malalaman ko yun kung nandito siya eh. Tingnan natin.
Mr. C.
Wala eh.
Ryan kaya.
Hindi rin siya, hindi rin. Kasi hindi siya nag-confirm eh. Ano kaya ito, no? Sino kaya ito?
Yun lang.
Medyo na
Mysterious.
ano ako.
Hey,
013. Sige. 1 more minute. Start na tayo.
Maganda pala talaga pag laptop ang gamit.
Naka-laptop ka, Glenn?
Hindi. Cellphone.
Ayan, ano na. Mabilis mo ng nakakapag-respond. Mabilis na internet mo.
Ayan, oo.
Real time
Real
ba?
time na.
Real time.
Real time na.
Nagsasalita ko
Oo.
ngayon.
Oo, real time.
Real
Okay,
time siya.
that's nice.
Real time. So, Vien, nandyan na yung link if you have,
Is
if you are
Vienna
free.
joining the live show?
Yes.
The show, I mean. Live show. Okay,
Live stream.
Ibang connotation pagka ganun.
Ako dati iba yung
But
pagka-enjoy ko
anyway.
rin.
Yeah.
Live show, pero hindi naman yung negative, what do you call this?
Yeah.
Negative connotation.
Live show. What kind of live show is that?
What
Yeah.
kind of live show is that?
Meron tayo. Sinisend ko meron akong pinagsendan nito ng, sige wait lang talaga.
Perfect na yan eh, Bien, kasi na ano niya nakagabi.
Na napag-aralan, no?
Yeah.
Madilim ang camera. Wala akong ilaw sa harap.
Hindi naman madilim mo.
Hi, Mami Pink!
Ako
Diyan pa si Mami Pink? I'm trying to check kung nandiyan pa ba siya. Mami Pink. Ayan, Mami Pink. Itong accounting isa.
Mga subscriber mo, bro, no? Tama ba ako?
Oo, nagsasubscribe.
Nakasubscribe sa sa A Basic English.
Basic English. Yes, that's right. That is right. Sana makapag-join pa si Beverly. So we need to, gawin na natin 8 p.m. exactly. I mean, at exactly 8 p.m.
Sure.
Okay lang ba?
Okay.
Sige.
Merong sa YouTube, while waiting for sa oras. Meron sa YouTube na si Miss, ano nga bang pangalan niya? Yung long hair na nag-upload din siya ng mga mga ganitong discussion about part of
Grammar?
speech.
Parang
Oo.
kilala ni Red yan. Parang
Si
kilala ni
Laika
Red.
Maravilla.
Hindi, lalaki, mahaba ang buhok, nakatali. Ano nga bang pangalan?
Ako, hindi pa ako nag-record ng bagong clips. Nawala si Raul. Raul, ba't ka bumaba? Ba't ka bumaba? Sino kaya talaga to si Mr. C, ano?
Kaya nga eh.
Baka si Mr. Kapule. Pa mysterious person eh. Baba muna ako dito lang ako makikinig. Ayusin ko lang. Ay, sayang. Sige, okay. Pero pwede ka naman mag-join pa rin, Raul. I would understand kung magpe-playback kasi nga baka may issue yung sa end mo. Pero please join itong game natin kasi nakaka-refresh ng memory. So join ka lang muna. I-ping ko ulit yung link and then yung code. Hindi naman si James Diaz tong Mr. C. James Diaz. Okay, few seconds more, magsa-start na talaga tayo.
Ay, wait lang. Si Graham ang pangalan nung lalaking teacher
Graham.
talaga siya sa English.
Graham, hindi ko siya kilala.
Hindi ko pa siya na-encounter sa I mean, napanood. Pero, mga teachers.
English teacher siya dito sa atin.
Raul, just call me Mike. Wag mo akong tawagin. Wag kang mag-sir sa akin. Mike lang. Natatawa nga ako sa iba. Alam ba, yung kakilala namin si Beverly, sabi ko, naku, Mike na lang, wag na yung sir. Oy, ginaganon ko sila. What do you call this? Kanina, yung taga New York, nag-share din ako ng information kanina. Tapos sabi niya, pero hindi ka expert. Sabi ko, hindi po ako expert. Ano ko lang to? Hobby or passion ko lang na magturo. Yung, ano lang, parang natutuwa lang ako na i-share ko yung basic. Pero may mga ibang bagay na pwede kong ma-discuss. May yung mga medyo malalim na. Yun, uupuan talaga yun. Pero my next plan is mag-post na talaga ng clip.
Oo.
So ngayon, dahil naka-live stream ako, yun kasi pag, kailangan mo talagang gawin siya ng tama. Yung ganito kasi, there are opportunities or lapses na maggaganapan all. Sa recording, dahil recording yan, you really have to be excellent. Kasi recording yan eh. So i-record mo siya, then ulitin mo kung meron kang hindi nagustuhan. So may mga ganun akong ginagawa nung una. Pero yung isang, naalala na yung 49 seconds lang about due to and because of. Take 1 lang yun. Tapos ang ginawa ko, in-edit ko lang. Kasi nag-screen recording ako noon. Kung napansin niyo yung una kong sinend, yung boses lang narinig ko. Yung
Okay.
ko sa inyo. Tapos in-edit ko na lang siya. So it's at 8:01 p.m. Raul, please click sa link tapos enter that code 013761. Okay,
automatic siya pag ni-clinic
mo. Hindi naman kailangan.
Automatic na ba? O sige, mas maganda kasi actually kasama naman yung code doon eh. Kasama naman yung code.
Hindi
But
siya
just in
katulad
case,
ng jet. Ano ba yan? Yung
Menti.
Menti, oo.
Sige, very good. So let's start. I'll click start now. So, Raul, press 1 kung nakakonect ka na. Sayang, bumaba si Raul. Raul, akit ka na lang ulit. Pag nagsalita ka, maintindihan ko na nagpe-playback kung may ano talaga yung sa device mo. Akit ka ulit, please. Okay, so I'll click start now. Let's begin. Feeling ko, lahat kayo mag-perfect nito eh.
Hala, nag-reload yung ano ko. Anong nangyari sa game?
Anong nangyari, Glenn?
Nag-reload siya. Wait lang. Sige. Pasok ko na ako. Basta hindi pa tapos yung game, okay lang naman.
Oo, go.
Umulit siya.
Sige lang, sige lang.
Tingin ko si Mr. si ano yan, si Brother Noel yan.
Feeling ko rin.
Feeling ko siya yan.
Perfect.
Face reveal. Name reveal.
Hard for...
Malalaman natin yan. Malalaman natin maya-maya.
Adverb.
Masyado bang malakas yung music or sakto lang?
Sakto lang.
Adjective.
Sabi na eh.
Nangyari.
Ulit mo, brother.
Preposition.
Mga sagutan pa lang, perfect na eh. Walang duda yan.
Okay. Tingnan natin. Feeling ko talaga perfect kayo lahat nito. Feeling ko lang.
Sweetly started. Tama ba?
Kain.
Oh no, oh my god. Hala, oh my golly. Merong nagkamali isa. Apat na yata kayo nag-join.
Si Raul kasama.
Feeling ko apat. Kasama si Raul. Very good. Very good, Raul. Very good. So, hintayin na lang tayo ng isa pa may sumasagot. So, currently, we have 96% accuracy.
Meron ako isang mali. Yung sweetly. Nalilito ko dyan sa sweetly na yan eh.
Kahapon nilito ako dyan eh.
Basta tandaan niyo, pag LY, yun na yun.
Adverb,
Raul,
adjective.
take your time. Pag sumagot ka, Raul, take your time. Hindi mo kailangan magmadali kasi 30 seconds naman yung nakalaan eh. Ayun, nanonood pala yung kaibigan kong si James. James Diaz, mega shout to you.
Hi, James.
Magkapangalan kami. Michael James, James naman siya. Nasa mall daw siya. Okay, sorry about that, James Diaz. Kakapasok ko lang po. What do you mean kakapasok ko lang po? Sa ano, sa... sino kaya yung... Okay, sorry. Let's see. Hala, hindi nagmo-move. Raul, are you still there? Sagot ka na sa iba pang questions. Baka nawala si Raul. Or James Diaz, is that you? Pag nag-join ka sa game na to, I encourage you to answer the other items. I'll turn off the background music. Let's find out. Baka kumakain sila. Sige, kuha din ako ng food ko.
Ano pa kain mo, Glenn?
I-flex natin si Red. Kumakain.
Yung kong kumain.
Tinapay.
Busog na ako. Umaga kong nag-dinner eh.
Okay.
Nagluto ako ng nilagang buto-buto.
Oh,
Yan,
sarap.
siguro. Pa-bad boy effect. Hi, Gaskan. How are you? Thanks for dropping by. Gaskan is my schoolmate and dorm mate in college. So, siya yung YouTuber na una kong inakyatan tapos kumanta ako.
Wow.
Nagpaka nagpaka-hero ako sa live stream niya.
Hi,
So sa kanya,
Gaskan.
ang dami niyang na-share sa akin na details about YouTube at nung umakyat ako, nanibago ako kasi sabi ko, si Gaskan ba talaga to? Kasi marami siyang hindi ko nasasabihin na muna rito. Doing great. That's good to know, Gaskan. Gaskan. Actually, his first name is Ron. Ron yung first name niya, si Ron. Kasi his name is Ronnie, but his channel's name is Gaskan. Ayan. Hello daw, sabi niya, no? Hello raw, sabi ni Gaskan. So kung maghilohan muna kayo dyan. Hellohan. Hellohan.
Hello, ha.
Hello.
Wala akong
Hello,
maisip
ha.
na word.
Hello,
Hi,
ha.
Gaskan.
Okay, this
I'd like you to meet my church mates na sina Glenn, tama ba? Sina or sila? Sila Glenn, Red Bautista, and yung bumati sa'yo si Noel. Si Noel, yan si Noel. Noel Capule. And his wife's name is Ron, yung nickname.
Yes.
Though ang first name talaga is Sharon. So, just in case nandito ka guest ka at nandito si Ron, baka pag sinabi kong Ron. So, ang gagawin ko na lang, guess ka na yung channel name mo talaga. Meron pa rin hindi tumuloy sumagot. Hindi ko alam kung si Raul ba to. Naku, Raul, baka
Nakikita mo pa ba, Glenn? Kanina kasi nakita ko si Raul, kasama siya sa nag-join.
Okay, sige. I-try kong i-end to ha. Hindi ko alam kung tawag nito. Makikita yung...
mag-exit.
Oo,
Oo.
parang exit.
O kung makikita yung scores niyo. Otherwise, ulitin natin.
Talaga ba?
Pero, sige, try ko nga i-end. I hope hindi siya magkaganon. Wait lang ha.
Mag-error? Alright.
Kasi at the moment, si Raul nga hindi sumagot pa. Sige, si Raul nga, si Raul. So, let's see. Are you sure you want to remove this player? Sige. I-remove ko muna si Raul. After nyan, let's see kung... Yeah, 96% pa rin. Okay, hold on. Para makita natin yung... merong something fishy sa results. Sumagot na lahat. Wait lang ha. Currently, ito makikita ko. Currently, our 8,070. 888. So, ang top 1 natin si Noel. Top 2 si Red. Oo, si Mr. C. Mr. C, tapos top 2 si Red. Top 3 si Glenn. So, take note of the points. 8,210 points kay Mr. C. 8,210 points kay Mr. C, 8,070 kay Red Dazzle, and 7,200 kay Cloud G. O, sige, i-end ko nga.
Ayun, nag-end na siya sa tablet.
Oo, nag-end na.
Maganda siya. Let's see. There you go, Mr. C. Okay, pwede nga pala talaga. Oh, grabe. Perfect lang. Ay, gusto ko yan. So dito, nagkakatalunan na lang kayo sa
bilis.
Sa speed. Oo, sa speed nyo. So, ang mabilis sumagot ay si Noel. Grabe. Wow, nakakatuwa naman. Na perfect lahat.
Why
Nawala
not?
si Raul. Raul, naku, wag kang magtampo ha. Baka nagtampo ka sa akin. Joke lang. So, congratulations folks. Nakakatuwa siya na perfect niyo lahat. At siyempre 8 parts of speech yun eh. So, ibig sabihin, na-master na siya at natandaan niyo talaga. So, next time, pag nag-game ng ganito, babaguhin ko na yung words. Babaguhin ko na yung words. So, that's our first part ng game. So, dito, 8,210 kay Noel, 8,070, tapos 7,200 kay Glenn. So, but the bottom line is, all of you got a perfect score. So, let's proceed to quiz number 2.
All right.
Okay. So, quiz number 2. Raul, please feel free to join. Feel free to join. Send ko pa rin yung link. Wait lang. And then sabi niyo, di ba, automatic siyang nagko-connect without you being asked for what do you call this?
Yeah.
For a code. So, I'll get the link, copy it. Okay, share it on this one. First to 8 parts of speech. fastest finger. Fastest finger. Ayan, so send ko sa ano natin, sa group chat.
Yan.
Send ko ulit. Kumusta pala si Michelle?
Magpapatulog daw siya eh. Ang baby niya.
Ah, okay. Sige, baka next time makapag-join na siya.
Sabi ko, pagka may time siya, join na lang siya.
James Diaz. Wala na si Raul, sayang. Alam mo si Raul, napaka-interesado. Interesado talaga siya. Yun yung nakakatuwa. Oh,
Anong bagong code? 660?
Let me have a look. Yeah, 660-298. I'll paste it here.
Nagko-connect pa lang ako.
Sige lang. Ay, sorry. Ba't ko na-start? Sige lang, habol na lang yung iba dyan. Habol. Sorry, na-press ko yung start. Pwede ba kayong humabol? Hindi na. Sige, habol na kayo.
Kahit nasa kalagitnaan na, pwede pang sumali.
Ayan.
Ayan, sige. Ayan, nandyan, nakikita ko na. May sound, oh. So while you're answering the questions, I'd like to share with you na nung nag-live stream yan si Raul, and then nag-share ako a bit of details ng subject verb agreement, tapos yung parts of speech. Alam mo ginawa niya, kumuha talaga siya ng pen and paper handy. Nag-notate talaga siya. Sinulat niya talaga. So, yun nakita ko, napaka-interesadong ng taong to, matuto. At yun yung nagpapa-encourage sa akin na mas mag-share pa ng knowledge. Yung gano'n ba? Okay, tingnan natin. May tumutunog sa end ko. Pag merong incorrect answer, tumutunog siya sa end ko. So if you have a chance to change your answer, pag meron kayong ganong option, it's your opportunity to change your answer. Naku, 79% accuracy. Sige, wag ko na kayong disturbohin. Sumagot na muna kayo dyan.
Mali. Nalito na naman.
Nalito na naman. Ay, mali. Oy, nako ha, meron dito isang item, mali kayo lahat. Anong nangyari? Anong nangyari? Mali kayo lahat. Isang item dito. Sige, ako na lang bahala dyan sa item na yan. Baka nalito rin kayo. But, tingnan natin. Mamaya. once again, mega shout out to our 4 current viewers. Ewan ko kung nandiyan pa sila Vien, sina Ann, Mami Pink.
Dami mali.
Raul TV, nandiyan ka pa ba? Pagalawin mo yung laptop ko. Si Zaldi, hindi ko pala na-message.
Nag-message ako dun sa group chat namin, yung nakasama si Salvi.
Nag-respond ba siya?
Hindi pa siya nasisin.
Baka busy pa yon.
Baka.
$85. Okay. Almost done, I guess. We have 15% na natitira. Sumagot na ba lahat? Ayan, tapos na. Cloudy! Bumawi si Glenn.
Iba din.
Pero meron akong mali.
Congratulations.
Ako din dami.
Sige, let's figure out. Nakita ko may nagkamali. Sige, tatanggapin ko yung item na yon, yung portion na yon. Sige, ito, tatanggapin ko to. If you answered is or was, correct na yan. So, correct na yan. So, ibig sabihin, si Noel, isa lang ang mali. Tapos si...
Dalawa ako. Nalito ako sa each other tsaka one another.
Dalawa. Nakalimutan mo na.
Pero
so, dito, bro.
Natatandaan ko na siya ulit.
Ayun. So, if you answered is or was, sige, I'll accept it kasi dalawa yung nalagay ko is saka was eh. But actually, the answer ay is, So, sige, take ko pa rin yan. So, Noel, you only got 1 mistake. Sayang, no? Sayang. So, ayun. Si Red, sige, ito na. So, ang mali mo na lang, Red, dalawa. Now, si Glenn, nagkamali siya ng isa.
Each other, one another.
The number
Dalawang
of errors.
mali ko, nakorek ko yung isa.
So, dito, Glenn, remember the expression, the number, it requires a singular verb.
Singular verbs was.
That's right. So, we have to really keep that in mind. Pag a number, that's the time you use a plural verb.
Dahil sa errors, may S kasi yung errors, kaya ang gamit ko were.
Correct. That's yung errors dyan kasi plural in form, and whenever you see that, sometimes or most of the time people would tend to consider that as their, of course, noun. But since we have the expression the number now, we should depend on that, not on the word errors, para makuha mo yung tamang sagot. And that's why people couldn't really answer it correctly dahil dyan. My best friend and I always one another. Okay, so Red answered help one another. So kagabi I shared nagkapalit. So my best friend and I, since we are only talking about 2 individuals or characters in this sentence, so we have to use each other.
Each other.
Yes.
Kahapon tama ako dyan Ewan ko ba? Nalito ko.
Nalito ka bigla, no? So the only time we use help one another if you pertain to 3 or more individuals or characters in your sentence. Or sa isang pinag-usapan yun, sentence tama. So, yun yung help one another. Dito rin, si Red nalito kasi nauna nang sinagot yung help one another. So, nag-stick siya na sige, iba na rin dito. Pero, otherwise, ma-perfect mo rin sana siya, no? Kasi nalito lang eh. So, dito, the people in the community, so this will be more than 3 people involved. So that's why we have to use help one another. So, that's right. Now let's proceed kay Mr. C. My brother, together with his classmates, are arriving tonight. So, bro, Glenn and Red, dito sa item na yan, if you remove together with his classmates, our topic, klarong-klaro, my brother. So that means we only have a singular subject or singular noun. And because of that, it requires a singular verb. And it's the same thing dito sa a number of errors na mali the number of errors. Kasi ang natingnan ng mag-answer dito or sasagot ay errors. So sabi, plural to. Dito, ang kadalasang reason na nagkakamali yung ibang tao ay dahil sa word na classmates. So since it's close to itong time na tonight, so isipin ng sasagot, classmates marami to eh. But if you think about it and review the sentence itself, the topic of the sentence is my brother. Dinagdag lang yung together. So naalala yung mga together or phrases na together with, accompanied by, accompany ganon. Tapos as well as, yan yung nagpapagulo sa sentence. So as mentioned last night, that is what we call fragments. So pag inalis mo siya, yung together with his classmates, type ko dito para mas what do you call this? Para mas makita nyo. So very quick lang. My brother, palakihan ko mamaya yan. Nakikita niyo pa rin, no? Tama ba? Okay, very good. So dito, my brother, together with his classmates, arrives tonight. So, copy-paste ko. Pag alisin ko tong together with his classmates, that becomes ito, still an independent sentence. My brother arrives tonight. Ito, panggulo lang to. Yan, panggulo lang yan. Kasi meron pa talaga yan. Anong sabi niya?
Claro, my brother together with his classmate is not a pig.
Ay, nako. Sinubal talaga. No? Laging may mga pahabol na. No? Makikinig lang muna ako. Okay. Sabi niya, Claro, my brother, together with his classmates, is not a pig. Tama naman. Kasi, my brother is not a pig. My brother is not a pig. So, tama naman, bro. Tama. Ayun. Nakakatawa talaga si Nobel. Okay, so how do you find the quiz we have compare sa
malapit nang ma-perfect.
Oo nga.
So, hindi ko binago kasi para mas ma-master ni talaga. Pero next time babaguhin ko yung words na gagamitin. Kasi pag na-master niyo na, doon hindi na kayo maliligaw or mawawala. Hindi na kayo malilito. So, yun. Lagi nang tandaan, pag ito, alam ko tama kayo lahat dito. Alam ko na alam niyo na singular verb ang sagot. Dahil dalawa lang nalagay ko, sige. I'll take that. Tapos dito, Glenn, ha, pag na-number, singular verb ang kailangan. Pag a-number, plural verb. And then dito, pag dalawang tao lang help each other, pag more than two, it should be help one another. And dito, pag mga together, mga ganyan, as well as mga ganon, fragments lang yan sila. So disregard them and look for the main topic of the sentence. And from there, you'll be safe and you'll get the correct answer. All right, so as we speak, if you check my live stream, the title is Verb Classes and Types of Verbs. Yeah. So, I'd like let me pull up the roleta ng kapalaran. So, magano tayo dito? Dahil walang nasa taas, so our option is to choose or identify whether Red or Glenn will answer the question. Okay. Hold on. Wait natin na kasi may tatanong ako sa inyo. Review na lang sa atin to, ha.
Bro,
review na lang. Yes.
Hindi ko makita si Glenn, nakaharang yung comment ni Mr. C.
Sige. Alisin natin.
Yan, hindi ko nakikita si Brother Glenn eh.
So we have Red and Glenn. Sige. Ayan. Si Red. Nakita mo ba, Red? Sorry, Red. Hindi raw. Hindi, klarong-klaro. Klarong-klaro. Okay, so Red, question.
Mm.
Or maybe you can provide, or ano, ganito na lang. Ang verb na talks, is it a singular verb or a plural verb? Talks.
Singular verb.
Eh, may S eh.
Yes, still, it's a singular verb.
Okay. Ikaw, Glenn, would you agree with Red?
Yes, it's a verb.
Yes, okay.
Verb
So a
with
singular
S
verb.
is singular.
Yeah.
Uh, Noel Kapule, brother Noel, if you'd like to join us dito sa taas, akit ka lang. I-share ko ulit
Babay na daw.
yung babay na raw, sabi na. Sige,
Oh.
sige. Okay lang. All right, so okay. So tama, Red. The verb walks is a singular verb, and ano naman ang plural verb ng
Walk.
walks? Okay, yeah.
Without
Obviously,
S.
it's walk without S. How about sige, next question. Bago tayo mag-start sa verb tenses. I mean, sa types of verb. Okay, ruleta ng kapalaran. Spin, 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 spin. There, si Glenn na, si Glenn. Glenn, question. May palakpakan talaga, no?
Yeah.
Thank you, Red. Thank you, Red, for answering the question. Glenn, please enumerate the 8 parts of speech. Sabi ni Glenn. Daya, parang ang
Ano nga
dami ni
yung
Papa Scoop.
anong sabi mo
Papa
kagabi?
Vinci.
Papa
Papa Vince,
Vinci.
okay.
Sige.
Preposition, adverb, pronoun, adjective, noun, verb, interjection, pronoun. Hindi
Okay.
ko sinunod after. So noun,
Okay.
adverb, verb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, pronoun, interjection.
Oh. Anong masasabi mo, Red? Anong masasabi mo?
Bravo.
Don't worry, hindi ko
Bravo.
siya memorize, Hindi ko siya memorize.
Ayun, sabi ni Noel. Tingnan mo si Noel. Baka kailangan palitan yung gumawa ng quiz mismo. Grabe. Papalitan na raw ako. Okay, so thank you, Red, and thank you, Glenn. So now, before tayo mag-usap ng types of verbs, I'd like to know, what do you understand about verb? Basic lang, basic. What is verb?
Verb is
A
an
verb is a word or group of words that describe an
describe.
action
Yeah.
or experience. Examples: realize,
Ay.
walk, see, look, sit,
Iba din.
listen.
Iba.
May binabasa ba to? Joke lang. Joke lang. Okay, so thank you. Those are correct, Glenn. Thank you so much. So now, let's figure out the types of verbs. By the way, I use a certain website, and I'll give a credit to this website that I use. So verbs. Verbs are words that express action or state of being. There are 3 types of verbs: action verbs, linking verbs, and helping verbs. Now, nagbigay na si Glenn ng action verbs. Red, would you mind sharing with us kahit isang example ng linking verb?
Linking verb.
Verbs, yes, linking verbs.
Kalimutan ko. Ano ba mga linking verb?
Sige.
Ano yan? Nakalimutan ko na bro eh.
Okay lang yan. So, I'll cite an example. Is. Was.
Is. Okay. Sabi ko na nga ba.
So,
Are.
Yan.
Were.
Oh, correct.
Has.
Sige. Okay.
Have. Had.
Ayun, ganyan. Ano na yan? Tawag nito. Pero siyang helping verbs, ganun. Anyway, we'll discuss it
Okay.
further naman. Okay. Thank you, Red. You're correct.
Okay.
So, eto, action verbs. Action verbs are words that express action. So, nag-sample si Glenn kanina. So, this is our action words or verbs. Give, eat, walk, etc. Example. So another action verbs. Sing, eat, yan, eat, drink. Itong example ditong tatlo na give, eat, walk. Are these singular verbs or plural verbs?
Plural.
Wala siyang S eh.
Yun yung rule, di ba? Kapag verb.
Okay. Sige. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Red. So at least nag-stick ka
Sure.
talaga at naalala mo. So kahit i-contest ko yung question mo, basta alam mo, no one can change that. So again, these types of verbs that we have or that we cited as examples, plural verbs po ito. Ito, plural verbs. Ito si eat. So ang plural verb walang S. Ulit-ulitin ko para tumatak sa memory
Yeah.
natin. Okay, then may sinabi rin, or possession. Dito na yung have, on. Action
Okay.
verbs can be either transitive or intransitive. Medyo lalim na to. Pero alam ko nabanggit ko to sa klase natin eh. Pero ngayon is the best time for us to understand what does transitive verbs mean. So a transitive verb always has a noun that receives the action of the verb. Naalala niyo yung sabi ko kagabay direct object or meron tayong receiver ng isang sentence. So, classic
Yes.
example dito, Laurissa raises her hand. So, ano yung lagi mong tatanong? Sabi dito, ano mo ha? The verb is raises. Her hand is the object receiving the verb's action. So, pagdating dito, Laurissa, tatanungin mo, raises, anong ni-raise niya?
Yung
Ang
hand
hand.
niya.
Kaya ang explanation dito, her hand is the object receiving the verb's action. So ang action verb natin ay again raises and hand is the direct object. So sa academic we call it DO. And ito yung dito sinabi object. So direct object. Yan yun. So meron ding IO, we call it indirect object. Mapupuntahan natin mamaya yan. So are we clear on this part about transitive verbs?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so lagi mong tandaan, wag may sinabing action verb raises her hand. Halimbawa, magbigay tayo ng example. Isa pang example.
Rose is painting the kitchen walls.
Tatapos ka. Nagpe-paint tayo. Alright, so wait lang baka may pumasok na iba hindi ko napansin. Tingnan natin. Okay, wala naman. So far, wala naman. So, going back, Red buys a gift. So, pag nag-stop ka dito, buys, ito yung action verb natin. So, ang tanong lagi, ano yung binili niya? So, gift here is our what? Direct object. Receiving the action verb na buys. So, buy. Anong binili niya? Lagi mong tatanong, anong binili niya? Ayun, bumili siya ng gift. So, ito na yung a direct object natin. That's why it's called transitive verbs. Right? Do you need one more example? Ikaw, Glenn, do you have an example in mind which you can share with us?
Hannah gave him a big hug.
Ayan, very good example. So, Hannah, nandiyan pa ba si Red? Red, are you still there? Press 1,
Yes.
press 2. Ayan, very good. Okay, so, Hannah gave him a big hug. Okay, so Hannah is our what? What type of, what
Subject.
parts?
Noun.
Noun, very good. And subject. Tama ka, Red, tama ka, Glenn. Gave, ano tong gave?
Verb.
Verb. What kind of verb? Present? Past?
Past tense.
Past tense. Very good. Now, since you used the word or verb gave, Glenn, so this is our past tense or past form. What's the past participle of gave?
Given.
Ay, nagbago na si Glenn. Babae na ang sumagot.
Ay, sorry. Kala ko red.
Joke lang. Adlib lang yan, joke. Ano ba sinabi ko, Red
Actually,
or Glenn?
hindi ko nasagot. Wala akong sagot kaagad kasi sabi ko, ano mong past ano?
Past
Ang
participle.
dinig ko red.
Participle.
Glenn pala.
O, joke lang yun, joke lang yun, joke lang yun, Red. Sabi ko, uy, nagbago na siya. So, ayan, Hannah gave him a big hug. So, Hannah is our subject or noun because it's a proper name or,
Mhm.
proper noun. Tapos, gave is our verb, which is past tense or past form of the base form, give. Him, ano tong him? Anong parts of speech ang him?
Pronoun.
Pronoun.
Yan, very good. Wow! Naalala ka agad. Okay, him is our pronoun here. A big hug. So, isa-isay muna natin. Ano tong a?
Article.
Very good. Yan. Clap, clap, clap,
Hindi ko
clap,
alam yun
clap.
Article.
Kalimutan ko na.
The tsaka
Ang
a.
the, tapos an. Yun yung
An.
articles natin, tatlo. So dito, sabi ni Glenn, example ni Hannah gave him a big hug. So, Hannah gave him what? So,
Big
by
hug.
asking, by looking at the question or by this sentence, when you ask, what did Hannah give him? A big hug. So,
Big hug.
the big hug here is our direct object. It's the receiver of the verb's action, which is gave. Ayon. Clear? Clear ba?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Very good. So, dito, sabi na dito, transitive verbs sometimes have indirect objects. Sometimes lang. Which name the object to whom or for whom the action was done. Ito, maganda to. Example, Abdus gave Becky the pencil. So, the verb is gave. The direct object is the pencil.
Pencil.
What did he give? O, di ba may tanong? What did he
The
give? The
pencil.
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 The indirect object is Becky. To whom did he give it? To Becky. So,
To Becky.
Abdus gave Becky. So, ito yung indirect object natin. Sumingit siya dito. Pero pag itanong mo, Abdus gave what? Pencil. Pencil, ang direct object, and this is our indirect object. Gets?
Yes.
Nakuha ba? Dito iba, di ba dito iba? Hannah gave him a big hug. Diretso lang siya. So, well, actually, pwede siyang intransitive verb itong dito. I mean, pwede siyang indirect object si him. Actually, pwedeng indirect object. Kasi ang big hug, ito yung ni-receive ito yung direct object natin, indirect object to. Tama pa rin naman pala, tama. So, ito na yung example niya na sometimes have indirect objects. Ayan. So, Becky is our indirect, I-O tawag dyan, indirect object, and pencil is the direct object. Clear ba tayo? Or do you have questions? Okay, very good. Now, let's proceed to, again, our types of verbs ay ito, action verbs, tapos, balikan natin. State of being, and action verbs, linking verbs, and helping verbs. Now, let's proceed to intransitive verbs. An intransitive verb never has a direct or indirect object, although an intransitive verb may be followed by an adverb or adverbial phrase. Ano ulit yung adverb? If you remember?
It describes the verb.
Very good. And simply because we are also talking about verb. So very good, Red. Adverb describes the action or the verb or adverbial phrase. So there is no object to receive its action. Let's find out how it works. So Laurissa rises slowly from her seat. Meron bang direct object dyan? Wala, di ba?
Medyo confusing ang intransitive.
Confusing siya. Pero now it describes how the action is done. Kaya siya sinabi dito, may be followed by an adverb or adverbial phrase. Kaya wala siyang direct or indirect object. So, how did Laurissa rises?
Slowly.
Slowly. Now, what is slowly? As part of...
Verb. Ay, hindi.
Adverb.
Adverb.
Are you sure?
O kasi rises verb eh.
Ah, very good.
Mm.
Sabi ko, okay, ano eh. Tama, tama. So, it describes the verb na rises. Now, what about from? What part of speech is the word from?
Adjective.
Sige,
I'm not sure.
bigyan ko kayo ng 1 minute.
From? Ano
Mm.
ba yan? Hindi mo siya preposition.
Oops. Nag-ring yung bell ko. Okay. It's a preposition.
Okay.
Diba? Ang preposition diyan madalas maraming, diba malawak ang preposition.
Indicating the point.
Oo.
Yeah. So from rises, where did Laurissa rises from?
From her
I mean
seat.
rises. Where
From
did
her
Laurissa rise?
seat.
Sorry, I'd like to correct myself. Where did Laurissa rise? Rises sinabi ko. Where did Laurissa rise? Diba dito sa ano? From
From
her
her
seat. So
seat.
may location na sinasabi from her seat. So dito nagiging preposition to. Buti narinig ko yung sarili ko, live pa naman to. Rises. Okay. So again, where did Larissa rise slowly? From her seat.
From her
So,
seat.
ano naman tong her?
A pronoun.
Pronoun.
Very good. Okay. So
Referring
seat.
to Laurissa.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So sabi dito, the verb is rises. The phrase slowly from her seat modifies the verb. Anong verb natin ang again rises. So what do you call this, Glenn?
Clause.
Perfect. There you go.
Mga phrases. Tama ba? Tama.
Okay.
Clause, di ba?
Yes, clause.
Mga,
But,
mga words na cannot stand as a
alone. As a
perfect,
sentence.
kumbaga sentence.
Yes. Now, since you've mentioned that, what type of sentence is this? Is it a simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, or compound complex sentence?
Laurissa.
So dito, meron na tayong dependent clause. A clause that cannot stand alone, and that is our dependent clause. But we have an independent clause. Larissa rises. So this is a complete sentence already, if you cut it there or stop from there. Complete sentence na yan. So it's a combination of one complete sentence and one independent clause and then one dependent clause. In that case, we call this complex sentence. Naalala niyo pa to?
Nalimutan ko na. 1 month ago, 2 months ago.
But I like it, Glenn, kasi you still remember that we call it the clause, and this is our dependent clause, and this is our independent clause. So it's a complex sentence because it has one dependent clause. But if you have two or more complex sentence, di ba itong dependent clause, that becomes a compound complex sentence. Anyway, i-review natin ulit yan. Sorry. So, the verb delete ko muna to. The verb is rises, the phrase slowly, ulitin ko lang, slowly from her seat, modifies the verb, but no object receives the action. Tama? Meron bang nag-receive na object? Wala, di ba? Walang direct object dito.
Wala.
So it only describes or modifies the verb rises. Very good. Now, we're done with the... Actually, hindi lang transitive. Meron pa akong sanang i-discuss sa inyo. Kaso medyo malalim na talaga yun eh. Medyo mahirapan tayo pag ano. Kailangan ng upuan nila yun. So ang binigay ko lang muna, naghanap ako ng site na magbigay ng basic, itong transitive saka intransitive verb. Pwede nating, mag-sample ako ha. And the sun is shining.
The sun is shining.
Yan. So, another example lang yun siya. Para lang maano natin. Ano tong shining?
Adjective.
Ikaw, Glenn.
Paano ba?
Shining.
Tama, adjective kasi ang nire-refer niya is yung sun. Yung sun naman is noun eh. So, it should be adjective.
Gusto ko yan kasi meron kayong mga, what do you call this? Reasoning. Meron kayong valid reasons to support your claim. So, nakikita ko, na ma-master na siya. So, anytime, for example,
Mga
meron
basic
mag-present
na
ng sentence,
mga basic. Yeah.
oh, so at least you can defend your answer why you said it's adjective. Because
Mm-mm.
it describes the noun, which is the sun or our subject. All right? Now, very quick lang. Anong tense ang is shining?
Perfect. Present.
Naputol, hindi ko narinig.
Anong
Present
verb
tense.
tense? Anong verb
Present.
tense ang is? Okay, present tense si Glenn. How about you, Red?
Shining. Present
Is
tense.
shining ha? Is shining. Is shining. Tingnan ko baka may nag-message dito sa atin. Sige, while thinking about your answer. So, is shining. Anong verb tense? How many tenses do we have? If you remember? 12.
12 ba?
Very good.
Diba?
Yes, we
Sabi.
have 12 tenses.
Ang hirap-hirap.
So, is shining. Anong verb
Verb pa
tense?
lang
How
nun,
many
ah.
tenses do we have?
Kaya nga eh.
If you remember? 12.
12 ba?
Very good.
Diba?
Yes,
Sabi.
playback ako. Wait lang.
Ang hirap-hirap.
Okay, 12 tenses. Meron tayong 12 tenses. So, is shining, very quick, I'd like to remind everybody, is shining is our present,
Continuous.
progressive,
Progressive.
or
O di ba
continuous.
present
Yes.
continuous para?
Pareho lang yan sila. Yes.
Yeah.
Present continuous. Tama ba yung spelling ko? Present continuous.
Yeah.
Tama, okay. So, wag tayong malito pag progressive at continuous. Pareho lang meaning yan.
May
May iba
AIG
lang
pala.
na, so it's is shining. So, the person, I mean, the sun is currently shining at this time. So, parang red is buying or paying her bill. So it's currently happening. It's present progressive, and that's why it's called present progressive or present continuous. O diba? Very quick lang, sinisingit ko lang para maalala natin. So the verb is, and shining makes the verb to be a present progressive verb or verb tense. Okay, so let's proceed to linking verbs. A linking verb connects the subject of a sentence to a noun or adjective that renames or describes the subject. This noun or adjective is called the subject complement. Okay, example. Jason became a business major. So the verb became links the subject, which is Jason, to its complement, a business major. So Jason became what?
A business major.
So parang it sounds na para siyang transitive verb, di ba? Na nagigets niyo. Pero here, dahil linking verb siya, it links the subject, Jason, to its complement. So, Jason, again, our subject, became is our verb, and a business major, yan yung subject complement natin. Sino yung naging business major? May business major, ang complement niya ay si Jason, yan. So, to its complement, a business major. So, Lisa is in love with Jason. Iba naman to. Okay, pag-usapan natin ng pag-ibig dito.
Ang pag-ibig.
Okay. Wow, Lisa is in love with Jason. Buti pa sila may love. Sana all.
Na all.
Sana all. So the verb is links the subject Lisa to the subject complement. Ay, ang ganda. Ang subject complement natin si Jason kanina, business major eh. The subject complement I see, eto, to the subject complement in love with Jason. Ayan. Ayan. Meron ba kayong question dito about subject complement?
Wait lang.
Baba, Glenn became, mag-sample tayo na iba, became a CEO. Diba? Dito, our verb became, linked to the subject Glenn, and to its complement became a CEO. Madali lang siyang, madali siyang intindihin, di ba? Easy lang. Tama ba ako? Or do you find it challenging? Para
Medyo ano
intindihin
lang,
yung...
confusing lang. Sa
sige,
ibang
ulitin na.
ano.
Ibang context?
Oo, sa ibang ano part ng verb.
Oo. Pero ano na to, mga medyo malalim-lalim lang tong tinuro ko. Kasi napag-usapan na natin yung
Okay.
basic ng verbs eh. So, kailangan na natin intindihin kung ano ba yung function na sa sentence. So, tulad nito, Jason became a business major. Kasi ang linking verbs, the way it was described ay ganito. Linking verb rather. So, sabi dito, a linking verb connects the subject of a sentence to a noun or adjective that renames or describes the subject. This noun or adjective is called the subject complement. So, linking verb, ginamit siya dito to link the subject to the complement or subject complement. So, sino ba ang naging business major? Si Jason. Kaya siya tinawag na subject complement. Pero, if I'm going to ask or have a quiz or prepare a quiz for you about identifying error, so, alam ba, pag ginawa ko itong becomes or mga ganun, maalala niyo kaagad. So, ang bottom line lang dito, if I'll ask you, so, who is the topic of the sentence here? Jason. What is our verb? Became. Right? And then, yun lang ang pinaka-importante kasi lalo pa, pag sa subject-verb agreement, dapat mag-agree si verb kay subject. But here, what type of verb is the word became?
Linking verb.
Sorry, sorry. Anong tense itong became?
Past.
Past tense?
Past participle.
Sige,
Past.
check mo, Red. Sige, check natin. Ang became ba? So, ano yung base form ng became? Become. So, ano ang base form ng came? Come, di ba?
Come.
Sige, try mong i-research kung ano yung, use your Google, try mong i-research kung ano yung past participle ng become. Sige, try natin. Take your time, Red.
Become. Past participle, become din.
Yeah, there you go. So, our answer here, the word became is our past tense or past form, and then the past participle, become. Become. So, parang come, came, come. Pero sa iba, run, rise, rose, listen. So, ganun lang. Pero going back sa linking verb, siningit ko lang, Jason became a business major. So, ito lang lagi tandaan, subject complement. Subject. Medyo iba, no, yung dating. Kasi dati na nag-usap tayo about verb, yung mga easy lang. Ito na yung mga malalim-lalim. Ito na yung mga pinag-aaralan talaga ng linguist. Paano nila i-describe, paano nila sasabihin na, ito yung subject complement natin. Subject complement. Ayan. Do you have questions dito sa linking verb natin? Dito? Sa example na to? Or okay naman tayo?
Okay naman. Ikaw, Glenn.
Okay. Ikaw, Glenn, do you have questions? What questions do you have for me?
Hindi, wala naman.
Okay. Dito na, balik. Ito na yung pinaka mas madali. Okay, nandito na tayo. Kanina medyo mahirap. Ngayon, hindi naman mahirap. Medyo challenging lang siya pag-intindihin. Ito na yung sabi ko kanina, linking verb or auxiliary verbs. The most common linking verbs is the verb to be. Yan, verb to be. In all of its forms. Am, are, is, was, were. Question, without looking at it. Anong past tense ng is?
Was.
Very good. Past tense ng are?
Were.
Were. Very good. Past tense ng has, have?
Had.
There you go. Yes, very good, very good. So bakit has?
Singular.
Singular yung sinundan na
Yung
subject.
oo.
Right? Very good. Okay, so let's proceed. This verb may also be used as a helping verb. There you go. So hindi lang siya linking verb, but it can be used as a helping verb. So, di ba alam natin yung linking verb sa helping verb? Pero, according to the explanation, it can be a helping verb even though it's a linking verb. So ito na yung palalim na yung context. To become and to seem are always linking verbs. So ito na. Sample. Linking. Libby appeared happy. Happy. So appeared links Libby to the subject complement. Naalala niyo yung complement kayo na? Subject complement? Example dito. Yan, there you go. So, Libby again appeared happy. Appeared links Libby to the subject complement. Action. Ito. I-compare natin ha. I-compare natin. I'd like you to pay attention on this. Linking, ulitin ko, linking na example. Libby appeared happy. Appeared links Libby to the subject complement, which is happy. Action. Dion suddenly appeared. Here, sabi sa explanation, here, appeared is an intransitive action verb. Ano yun? Ano ulit yung intransitive verb?
Walang subject,
Balikan.
walang
Object.
direktang object.
There you go. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Glenn. So, di ba, parang umulit lang siya, pero medyo naging complex lang kasi ganun. Naalala yung sabi ko sa inyo, English is crazy. Kasi ang daming rules. Pag hindi mo siya ma-identify, malilito ka talaga. So, glad that Glenn was able to remember that. So, ulitin ko, Dion suddenly appeared. Here, appeared is an intransitive action verb because it doesn't have direct object. Walang receiver. Sinabi lang na Dion suddenly appeared. Now, very quick, singit natin. And I hope you don't mind pag may sinisingit ako kasi parang somehow review na rin siya. So, Libby is our subject or noun, proper noun. Anong part of speech ang appeared?
Verb.
Linking verb.
Tama. Sige, linking
Oo nga
verb.
pala, verb nga pala.
Verb, tama ka, Glenn, tama ka rin, Red. Kasi we're talking about linking verbs. So, ang function na rito, linking verb. Pero, tama, part
Verb
of speech.
talaga siya.
Verb talaga siya. Now, anong klaseng verb? Present, past participle.
Past.
Very good. Very good. Paano siya magiging... Sige, wag ko muna itanong yung sunod. Okay, tama yung sagot nyo. Ayoko nang isingit ng marami pa. Baka magkaroon ng confusion. So, past tense. Past tense siya. So, appeared. How about happy? Anong part?
Adjective.
Okay. Ikaw, Glenn.
Wait lang. Happy. Libby appeared happy. Sino ang happy? Yung noun, this is a lady, so that should be adjective.
Okay, sige. Ito yung sinasabi ko noon, Red sa Glenn. Naalala niyo yung in, on, at, depending on the context. Paguhin ko ha, ito yung sinasabi ko na minsan, pag hindi na-explain ng maayos sa atin, malilito tayo. And it would be difficult for us to identify if we provided the correct part of speech if we are asked by anyone else. So, gawin natin to. Unahin natin itong isa sa baba. Klaro pa rin, no? Klaro pa rin. Okay. So, Libby is our subject. Is our verb. Right? So here, ano yung happy rito?
Adjective.
Adjective.
Adverb.
Adjective siya or verb?
Adjective.
O, diba? Adjective. Glenn, adjective siya. Ngayon, tingit natin yan. Libby is our subject. Appeared is our verb. Nagtanong ako kanina, ano yung happy? Anong part of speech ang happy rito?
Adverb.
Ikaw, thank you Glenn, ikaw Red.
Ako, I'll stick with adjective.
O, di ba? So, meron tayong dalawang contrasting answers. So, dahil we talk about linking verb, and the word appeared here is a linking verb. So, what do you think? Ito, di ba, linking verb to? May example dito. Is. So, pag i-consider natin yung rule dito, dahil ginamit siya as linking verb, magiging adjective siya. Magiging adjective. But Glenn cited earlier na adverb siya. Bakit? It describes yung verb.
Appear.
So ito yung sinasabi ko noon nung nag-contest ako na, paano kung hindi naman umaandar yung train? Is it okay to say in the train or would you stick using on the train? Gets nyo? Di ba? Napaka-crazy kung isip, ano ba talaga ang dapat? So depende yan sa context at gamit ng verb sa isang sentence. If we follow the rule here dito sa sinabi linking verbs dito, ang happy dito ay magiging ang happy dito ay magiging adjective kasi appeared siya eh. So depende yan sa context. But if you're going to ask me personally, and don't quote me on this, and my take, I would say it can be adjective or it can be adverb. But if base ko dito, linking, kasi linking pinag-usapan natin linking verb, magiging adjective. Pero dito, ang appear dito nagiging action verb siya. So pag action verb, tandaan natin, magiging adverb yung happy. Yun yung clue natin doon. Gets na ba? So pag ito, kaya siningit tong subject complement. Tapos dinescribe na linking. Pag linking, ayan, ang happy dito, again, ulitin ko, ay adjective. Pag action word ang ginamit, yung word na appeared, pag action word siya, saka siya naging adverb. And I'm glad na si Glenn, nag-stick din siya sa adverb niya. And again, it depends on how the verb is used in a sentence. Mas klaro ba yung explanation or ulitin ko pa?
Clear naman.
Are you sure?
So you mean to say, bro, it can be adverb or adjective. Ano yun, pareho siyang acceptable dyan na yung happy is either adjective or adverb siya? Since we use appear as a linking verb. Since yun nga, in definition na, di ba, yung sa linking
dito.
verb.
Eto,
Diba?
pag mag-base tayo sa pag mag-base tayo dito, ako magiging adjective siya. Kasi linking siya eh. Linking natin siya ginamit dito. Pero pag ito yung consider natin action siya, action. 'Di ba? Nagbago lang ng
action.
Dito pag action na siya, saka siya magiging adverb.
Adverb,
But if you stick sa rule, alisin natin yung adverb, magiging adjective talaga siya. Kasi linking natin siya ginamit eh. So ang appeared dito ay linking verb. Hindi siya action word or hindi siya verb. Yun yung dapat ang nating identify para malaman natin kung ang ginamit na word na happy ay adjective ba or adverb. 'Di ba? So ulitin ko dito sa taas. Linking, Libby appeared happy. Appeared links Libby to the subject complement. So dahil link siya, linking verb, appeared. So parang is lang yan. Parang is lang yan siya. Parang is. Kasi linking. So, dito ka babalik sa rule na am, are, is, was, were, etc. So, dahil linking siya, then I'll tag this as adjective. But, if it's used as an action word, diba? Ano ibig sabihin ng adverb? It describes the verb.
The verb.
Yes. And that becomes our adverb. At mapapansin nyo naman kasi, iba na yung gamit niya. Kasi dito, linking siya. Dito, nagiging action word yung appeared. Suddenly appeared. Suddenly appeared every time. Diba? So, halimbawa, mag-sample tayo ha, ng iba. Wag na yung appeared. Sample tayo ng ibang ano. Red and Glenn suddenly jump. Dito, our jump is used as an action word. And because of that, anong nangyari sa anong ginawa ni Glenn sa ni Red? Nag-jump sila
Nag-jump.
suddenly. So, do we consider the word jump as linking or action?
Lipat
The
ako ng
answer
quest.
is
Lobat ng
Action.
phone.
action. Action siya. So, yan lang ang gusto kong matandaan nyo. Pag-linking at saka action. Pag-linking siya ginamit, naalala niyo yung kahapon, ito, ulitin ko ha, para mas natin, ma-dissect. Red runs fast. Red is fast. Naalala niyo to? Okay. Runs here is our verb.
Yeah.
Okay? Subject. Malalim-lalim siya, Red, no? Napansin mo ba? It's getting challenging. Ganun talaga. Ganun talaga ang English. So dito, Red runs fast. So
Adverb.
ito, naging adverb to. Okay? Ito, Red, subject. Ulat natin ulit.
Linking.
Verb. Tapos dito, ang fast, ay nagiging adjective. Because here, it's used as
Verb.
action. Verb, action word. Dito, it's used as
linking verb.
Yan. So, nagbabago siya. Iniba ko lang yung style kasi para makuha natin yung context niya or thoughts niya talaga. So, dito, parang ganito lang yan, linking. So, linking, dito tayo. Kasi ang linking, example ng linking ay are, is, was. Tapos magiging, what do you call this? Magiging adverb siya. I mean, happy, yung happy pala, sorry. Magiging adverb siya pag ginamit yung appeared na action word. Yan. Confusing, no? Pag hindi mo pag hindi mo siya ay, send ko pala to sa inyo mamaya. Para may makuha kayo. Ay, may record kayo. Clear na ba tayo? I just wanted to make sure that we are on the same page at hindi tayo medyo, kaya nga nalilito ako. Sabi ni Raul, kaya nga nalilito ako. Hoy, akyat ka na dito, Raul. Akyat ka na. Akyat ka na rito. Wag kang magtambay na dyan. Dito kang tumambay sa taas. Para mas magkaroon tayo ng engagement sa taas. Red, I'd like to ask again, and also Glenn, what questions do you have for me about this?
Ay, pasensya na. Hindi ko masyado na-pick up. Lumipat ako. Nalubat phone ko.
Okay. Sige. Ulitin ko. Sabing ando ko dito. So, siningit ko ulit itong example natin kahapon na red runs fast and red is fast. So, dito, adverb siya kasi it describes the verb runs. Now, dito, subject red, verb is, tapos adjective is fast. So dito, nagiging adjective siya kasi it describes red. Pero red, para mas nag-gets mo na, Glenn, or you need more example?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Naman. Got it.
Okay. Paano natin gamitin to? Fast, run, fastly.
Nawala ba si Red?
Nandyan siya. Ay, nahulog nga. Kaya pala hindi nag-respond. Red. Sige, hintayin natin si Red. Baka, ano kayo nangyari sa kanya? Raul, akyat ka na rito. Raul. Sabi niya, kaya nga nalilito na
Nawalan
ako.
daw siya ng connection.
Okay.
Nag-text
Raul, medyo...
siya. Text, hindi siya PM, as in text. Old school na text.
Okay, sige. Okay lang. Raul, sorry, ganun talaga ang... Medyo malalim na kasi itong pinag-usapan natin na ng verb. Anyway, magkakaroon naman tayo ng group mo dyan sa... Kung sino yung interesado din sa Taiwan. So, mag-start tayo dun sa basic. Ito kasi parang continuation ng verb. Medyo malalim-lalim na talaga to. Medyo kailangan siya ng time para mas maintindihan and all. Pero
Sabi ni
kung
Ren,
ako...
nawalan ako ng connection, nag-try ako kumonect. Kasi kanina naubos yung mobile data ko sa LG. 3 hours naka-hotspot sa phone niya yung laptop. So, ang hina ng wifi. Umuulan kasi ng malakas here. I mean, sa LG Zoom meeting.
okay,
Ito
okay. Sige,
nagtatry
okay lang.
mag-connect. Kasi sabi ko, okay.
Sige
Nagtatry
lang,
guys
sige
ako
lang.
kumonect.
Sige lang. Let me know, Raul, let me know kung merong aakyat bigla ha. Kung nandyan ka pa. Dito lang ako sa baba. Ay, nawala na rin si Glenn. Glenn, nawala na si Glenn. Kung nandyan ka pa. Dito lang ako sa baba. Nako, Raul, pumanik ka na. Dahil wala na sila. Baka dito naman sa akin, sa lugar ko, wala pa namang ulan. And so far, my internet connection is okay naman. Okay. Glenn's back.
Nawala. Pag
Nawala
may
ka, Glenn.
napipindot
Umuulan din
akong
ba
iba,
dyan?
nawawala. Hindi ko alam, hindi ko naririnig. Sa headset niya ko yung
Okay. Sige. Akala ko nawalan ka rin ng internet connection. So,
Hindi.
Raul, go ahead. Sorry.
Yep, okay lang. Yeah. Nagtatry sa kumonect. Alam ko mahina yung connection nila. Minsan nag-connect sila sa kapitbahay.
Dito naman so far, okay naman yung connection ko. May times lang din na nag-ano siya, naglalag. Pero hindi naman ganun. Madalas. So, ulitin ko sabi ni Raul. Kaya nga, nalilito na ako. It's a normal reaction or response I receive from folks, Raul. Kasi medyo malalim-lalim na to. Dahil nagklase na rin kami nila Red sa ni Glenn noon. So parang continuation na to. Medyo nagdidig na tayo ng mas malalim. So Glenn, I'd like to ask again, what questions do you have for me about the linking verbs? So far, are we good naman?
Yeah.
Okay,
Actually,
very
may
good. So,
binabasa rin ako relating sa linking verbs eh. Connect the subject to a noun or adjective that helps in describing or providing additional information about the subject.
There you go. Ano yan, sa Google o
Medyo
sa libro mo?
siya, hindi sa Google lang.
Medyo.
Nagbukas lang ako ng image sa
Okay.
types of verb.
Okay. So, yan lang yung lagi nating tandaan pag gumamit tayo ng verb. Is it a linking verb? Or is it a helping verb or action word? So, doon tayo minsan nalilito. Kaya pagdating sa identifying error, mga quizzes before exams, alam ko ang identifying error ay part siya ng entrance exam or feeling ko nasa board exam din ng mga teachers. Ganon. So, medyo...
Oo nga,
pag
meron
hindi,
mga ganun.
diba? So, pag medyo hindi natin siya kabisado, wala, malilito talaga tayo. So, it needs further explanations. And I hope I can do my best to explain it. So, helping verbs. So, done na tayo sa linking verb. Now, let's proceed to helping verbs. Helping verbs are used before action or linking verbs to convey additional information regarding aspects. So, ito. Para mabasa natin lahat. So, ulitin ko, helping verbs are used before action or linking verbs to convey additional information regarding aspects of possibility. That's example would be can, could, or that's for time, and then was, did, has, etc. The main verb with its accompanying helping verb is called a verb phrase. Naalala itong sinabi ko dati, bro? Glenn? Dati sa klase natin. Yung verb phrase. Malalaman na natin kung paano siya ginagamit. Diyan pa ba si Glenn? Ayan pa.
Oo,
Okay,
nilito
Glenn
ko.
is there.
Hindi ko lang,
Okay.
hindi ko matandaan. Matagal na kasi. But anyway,
Sige. So, paano ba ito basahin? Tehu or Teju? Raul, tulungan mo kami. Tehu is going to Florida. Kung putulin natin yan, kaya, Tehu or Teju is going to Florida. Yan. So our helping verb here is, of course. Main verb, anong main verb natin? Going. Going. So, the trip might helping verb. B, main verb din. Mamaya na yan. Ibang sample na pala yan. Sorry. So, balikan natin bro ha. Sabi dito, Tehu is the helping verb. Going is the main verb. Kasi ano ba talaga ano pala yung gagawin talaga ni Tehu? Pupunta siya ng Florida. So, pag sinabi ko, tama. So, anong past tense ng go?
Sasabihin ko sana when.
Yes, went to Florida. There you go. Anong?
Wait lang, sabi ni Red, lumalabas there was a problem with your internet connection saka your internet is unstable.
Okay lang. Pag hindi siya makakonect, okay lang. It's not her fault naman. Wala tayong magagawa dyan. So, going back, Tehu, ang is dito ay helping verb. Going is the main verb. Bakit going ay main? Bakit main verb yung going? Baguhin ko para mas maintindihan natin. Tehu is going to Florida. Is our helping. Going is the main verb. So, I ask, anong past tense ng going? Went. And you're correct, Glenn. Alright?
When?
So, sige. Start tayo sa pinakasimula nitong sentence na to. Tehu goes to Florida. Ayan, this is our present. Present tense. Present na lang gamitin natin. Dito, ang past ang went ay past. Tehu has gone to Florida. Ito yung past participle. So, binago ko lang, Glenn, di ba? Napansin mo? Sa example na binigay, Tehu is going to Florida. So, ang pinaka-main verb talaga ay yung verb na goes. Pero dito, dahil sa helping verb, nagiging is going to Florida siya. Now, if we check the verb tense, itong is going is what we call present progressive. Maalala mo pa, Glenn? Present progressive or continuous. Mag-stick lang tayo sa progressive. Baka malito yung ibang nanonood. So, present continuous. Sige. Dagdag na lang natin. Pero pareho lang yan sa present continuous. So, Glenn, are you still there? Okay. So, balikan ko ha para mas ma-master natin. Examples ng helping verb na binigay. Tehu is going to Florida. Our main verb here is going. Yun yung sabi. Pero ano ang base form ng going? Go. Or goes. Depende sa noun. Dahil ang noun natin ay si Tehu, isa lang, so we stick with goes.
Singular.
So, singular, tama. So, Tehu, singular subject or noun, requires a singular verb which is goes to Florida. That's present tense. Present. Tehu went to Florida. Past. Tehu has gone to Florida because the past participle of goes ay gone. And that's why we use gone. Here, we use has kasi gone yung ginamit natin. Pag i-incorporate natin yung past participle, we have to add has or have or had. I'm not sure kung ma-remember mo yan, Glenn. So which is why it's called past participle, itong gone. So ito, kung sa tense naman natin siya pag-uusapan, itong has gone ay present perfect. So, do you have questions for me, Glenn, about dito, kung paano siya dinescribe? Na Tehu is helping, Tehu is going to Florida. Sige, i-post ko ng ganyan ha, para mas makita mo siya. My question, do you have questions for me? Or what questions do you have for me?
Wala naman.
Wala naman. Mas klaro ba siya ngayon? Na dinisect natin. Di ba? Di ba mas maganda yung ganito? Kasi dito pa lang, pag sinabi mo, halimbawa, binasa mo lang to at hindi siya na-explain further. Alam mo, may example. Tehu is going to Florida. Tapos sabi niya, is the helping verb, going is the main verb. Pero ano ba talaga ang ibig sabihin? So, kaya ginawa ko siyang ganito. So, ang base form ng going ay goes, past tense niya, went, and then past participle ay gone. Ayan. Raul, I hope you're still there. Okay, so we're done with the helping verbs na yan, na example. Meron pang another example. The trip might. Ito, helping verb be, main verb be, dangerous. The trip might be dangerous. Ito, magandang example to. The trip, ano tong might? This is our helping verb. Hello, Glenn. Are you still there? Okay. So, yung might natin, naalala mo tong may, tapos might. What do you call these two words? Ito yung modals.
Wala na. Ayun.
Okay lang, okay lang.
Models.
Models. Or models, yeah. So, may is the base form of might. Might is the past form of may.
May.
Okay, so, the trip might be dangerous. So, putulin natin. The trip might be dangerous. Ang helping verb natin dito ay might. Ang be ay main verb natin. Ano ba yung mga verb be?
Verb.
So dito, verb be, ito yung sinabi dito. Nasaan na ba yan?
Is, are,
Ito, yan, ganon. So,
is, are, was, where.
Yan, there you go. So, instead of using yung mga is, was, were, are. So, ang ginamit na lang dito, verb be. Ito yung verb be. So, the trip might be dangerous. So, ang main verb natin ay be, helping verb ay might.
Might.
Oo.
Might.
So, pag gumamit tayo ganito, the trip, dahil might ginamit niya, gumamit na tayo ng past form. The trip was dangerous. So, ito yung sinasabi natin. Be, main verb be. So, verb be ay yung was, is, were, are. So, the trip was dangerous. The trip, past tense na yan, the trip is dangerous. And the trip was dangerous, the trip is dangerous. Di ko na i-discuss muna yung ibang tense kasi baka si Raul sasabihin naman na, nalito ako lalo. Kasi ba, Raul, akit ka nga rito. Ewan ko kung gising pa yan. Tingnan nga natin. Let me tag him. Gising pa. Nanonood pa siya. So, Glenn, do you have questions for me about this example?
Wala naman.
Wala naman. So, I'd like to cite this one sa baba. The following words called models. Yan, models. Model.
Kalimutan ko na yung mga model.
Always function as helping verbs. Ito yung tatandaan lagi natin. In a sentence. So, whenever you see these words, these
should,
models,
would, could.
they are, yan, they are helping verbs. There you go. Yan. So, yung can, may, must, shall, will, Would, might, ought, to, should, would. So pag makita mo to, ibig sabihin, helping verbs, yan sila. Anong past tense ng can? Could. Anong past tense ng may? Might.
Might.
Anong past tense ng must?
Should. Hindi, shall yun eh.
Shall is should. Will is would. So must,
Must.
pwede siyang, pwede siyang, pwede mo gamitin yung ought or to dito. Pwede mo siyang gamitin. Pero let's figure out para masagot natin. Okay. Past tense of must. Type. Ako sana wag ako maghang. Past tense of must. Past tense of must is must. Identical form the modal O. Hindi siya nagbago. It's the same. Para siyang yung come, tapos came, tapos come. Pero past tense niya, it remains the same, but you can transition to using ought depending on how you use it in your sentence. So must pa rin siya. So can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, would, will, should. Will, would. Yon. Examples. Tanya could learn to fly helicopters. Could helps the main verb learn. Okay. So could is our helping verb. Learn is our main verb. So, Tanya, pwede mo nating sabihin, bro, Tanya could to fly helicopters. Awkward, di ba? Kulang siya.
Parang
Kulang,
may
di ba?
kulang.
Oh, which is why we need...
Subukan natin. Tanya
could to fly helicopters.
Could to fly.
Helicopters.
Parang
Wale, di ba?
could.
Napaka-awkward, di ba? Kasi wala tayong main verb eh. We only have a helping verb could. Pero if we add the main verb learn, mas maintindihan natin. Okay. Pero if we say Tanya learns fly helicopters. Pwede. Kasi pag main verb ginamit mo, it can stand alone. Pero kung sinabi mo lang could, wala kang main verb and you only use helping verb, then definitely it would sound awkward and mali talaga siya. And there's no such thing as... Ano yun?
Parang ganun. Ano daw?
Yun. Ano raw? Parang ganun. Ano? Parang ganun. So, most probably, makaka-receive ka ng response, reactions sa mga tao. Ha? Parang mali yung sinabi mo. Parang ganun. Ayun. So, another example. Janine will drive to Idaho tomorrow. So, will is our helping verb. It helps the main verb drive. So, will drive to Idaho tomorrow. Now, if we think about this will drive, this is our future tense. Idagdag ko lang kahit hindi naman siya party to start types of verb. So, will drive is our future tense. So, Raul, na-discuss ko to slide sa'yo, na pag will, future tense yan. Raul, akit ka nga para pag may tanong ka, masagot ko. Baka dada ako ng dada dito, may tanong ka pala dyan, hindi ko masagot. Nandyan pa ba siya? Raul. Tingnan nga natin. Baka tulog na agising pa rin.
Tsura pag nandiyan pa?
Actually, I'm not sure if other YouTubers can view it, but dito, sa StreamYard, makikita mo lang, halimbawa yan, sining viewers, live viewers, ganyan. Pero dito sa mismong channel or yung sa live, sa YouTube galing, pag nag-type ka, you should type at muna and then name nung tao. So pag tinype ko Raul, pag lalabas siyang ganyan, nandyan pa siya. Tinuro lang din sa akin yan. So yan, currently viewer natin siya. So, refresh ko nga. Baka umalis na rin siya kasi ayan, refresh natin saglit lang. Pag wala na siya, hindi na siya mag-appear dito. Check natin. Wala na siya. Umalis na siya. Anyway, continue natin, Glenn. Ano to? Patapos na tayo. Kunti na lang, ito na yun. So, Janine will drive to Idaho tomorrow. So, will is our helping verb and the main verb, drive. In addition, ito na, gusto ko to. The following forms of the verbs to be, to do, and to have sometimes serves as helping verbs. Ito yung sinabi dito kanina. Balikan natin, ha? Oops. Itong to be, nalala mo to? Linking verbs. Verb to be. Ito na yung dito. So, in addition, the following forms of the verbs to be, to do, and to have sometimes serves as helping verbs. Kasi, kailangan natin ng infinitive na to. Yung to, pwede siya, di ba, alam natin ang to ay parang preposition. Alam mo yon? So, for a sentence to work correctly and for it to be a complete one, there will be times that we have to use to. Yung to. Ayan. Kasi hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin, halimbawa, mag-sample ako, basic lang ha muna. Ito pala. Isample na natin to. Pag alisin mo yan, will drive Idaho tomorrow. Ano ita-drive na yung
Walang
Idaho?
direction.
Diba? Oh, so walang direction. So kaya, kailangan natin ng infinitive na to para ma-complete yung sentence natin. So dito, in other cases, they may serve as action or linking verb. Tama. So it can be a linking verb or action. So, am, yan, be, being, do, had, have, was, are, been, did, does, has, is, were. Helping verb. Jana is moving to a new house. So our helping verb here is. Moving is the main verb because the base form of moving is move, right? Linking. Jana is ready to go. So dito is our helping verb or linking verb. And for it to be a complete one, we use ito, yung to be or to do or to have. Kaya siya naging helping verb dito. Our linking is and then to go. Nagiging linking verb siya. So we have to use to go. Ready to go. Yan. Dustin did eat his vegetable. So, anong sample dito? Did. So it could be an action or linking verb. Did, eat. Dito, pwede siyang maging helping verb because our main verb is eat. Eat. So, pag inalis natin itong did, we can create a sentence and add S here. Justin eats his vegetables. Gets mo, Glenn, dito? Pawalisin natin yan. Tapos eats. So, magiging siya? Magiging complete sentence pa rin siya. Basta baguhin na natin kasi pag wala namang S yan, mali na yan. Kasi dapat is yan. So, may maganin siyang gamit. So, again, helping verb did, which is also described here, did. And then eat is our main verb. Then his vegetables. Okay? Helping verb did, main verb. Dustin did his homework last night. Dito, hindi siya helping verb, naging action siya. Nagets mo bakit? Kasi ano ang base form? Yes, anong base form ng did? Do or does. Very good. And that's why the word did here is considered as an action verb. Kasi did his homework last night. Sayang wala si Red, no? Kasi ito yung magpapaliwanag sa kaninang mas...
Hindi yata siya nakakonect eh.
Hindi na, no? Anyway, isisend ko naman to eh. So, going back, balikan natin para mas ma-master natin. Dito, ang to go, ginamit siya, at balikan natin pinakauna. Jana is moving to a new house. Moving is the main verb, is our helping verb. Jana is, ito yung linking verb natin, but we have to use to go para masabi na, ready na si Jana. Now, Dustin did eat his vegetables. Main verb, eat. Helping verb, did. But here, it's no longer a helping verb, but it's an action verb or action word because it's used as the main verb, did. So past form ng do and does, I did. Kaya siya action word. Ang ganda, no? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Na mas
Yeah.
maintindihan natin. So, pag may nakita ka, Glenn, na bawa, do, had, have, has, are, been, did, does, has, is, or is, were, it's not, we do not consider them right away na, ay action word yan, ay linking verb yan. Kasi it depends on how
Pagkakataon.
the word is used in a sentence. Ito yung example natin kanina. Medyo nag-stuck tayo dito sa happy. Ito, linking verb. Saka action. So dito, linking siya. Dito, action. So, sana pala inuna ko to dito kanina para mas na ni Red. Pero I hope these make sense to you, Glenn.
Yeah. Oo, malaking tulong.
Ayun, so, we're done with it. Unless you have questions. Kung mag-proceed tayo sa verb tenses, well, 9:41 PM na. Well, nabanggit ko
Actually,
naman.
naantok na ako.
Ano lang, very quick lang siya. I-flex ko na lang. Verb tenses. So we have 12 types of tenses. Ito, i-flex ko na lang para makita ng lahat. Or pwedeng mag-view nito. Present simple, present continuous or progressive. Present perfect continuous. Then past simple, past continuous or progressive, past perfect continuous. Future, this is a very common one. Future simple, future perfect, future continuous progressive, and future perfect continuous progressive. So, I think nasingit ko naman ng iba pag ma-identify siya. Ayun lang. So, I think we're all cool. And if you have questions, Glenn, let me know now. And then otherwise, we'll end the session.
Well, actually, wala naman akong question. Mas ma-absorb ko to pag yung first part siya nung discussion. Since marami ng input kanina, na ako na tawag dito,
information
parang,
overload.
parang ganun. Kaya kanina, di ba, nagpa-participate kami ni Red sa yung kung ano to, adjective, adverb, yung mga ganun. So,
okay lang yan.
kasi
Okay lang yan.
nagpa-process pa yung utak ko, pero ngayon,
Yep, I understand. And masyado ng maraming information. Pero I'm glad na kahit papaano nasisingit natin yun. Halimbawa, present perfect tense or parang present progressive. Kasi it's a way for me to identify as well kung ma-remember mo siya. Kaya importante talaga yun na, halimbawa, after ng klase, after ng online class, mag-review. Alam mo yung si Red, naalala mo si Red, nag-review talaga siya noon. Tapos pagbalik, diba? So, ganun siya ka-importante. Ako kasi, kahit hindi ko na siya nire-review, kasi dahil anong tawag dyan sa, may term yun eh. Dahil naka-seal na siya sa utak ko, kumbaga, kahit hindi ko siya titingnan, magbigay lang ako ng sample or may basahin lang ako, ma-identify ko na siya kaagad. But what I observed kanina habang nandito si Red, na meron na, kumbaga, dati kasi pag alam niyo yung sagot pero you cannot support your claim. Kumbaga wala kayong validation or explanation, 'di ba? Pero ngayon, I like it kasi alam niyo na, parang nandun na kayo sa part na pag tinanong ka kami ni James, alam namin na sasabihin, kasi ganito yan eh, kasi ganyan. Unlike before, wala lang, makinig muna or parang hindi namin alam. Ngayon, meron na kayong reasoning and that's something I like and nakita kong improvement. Kesa doon sa alam mo yung sagot, sige, alam ko na to. Pero if somebody would
hindi
ask
mo
you,
alam kung
bakit
paano
ka
explain.
explain? At yun ang mahalaga kasi once I hear somebody na nakaka-explain siya sa sagot niya, ibig sabihin nun, alam na yung context, alam na yung pinaka-root nun. At yun ang importante. At and someday, pag na-master at na-master na siya, magiging katulad niyo rin ako na, at katulad nito na ma-explain siya. Ang kailangan lang talaga is review lang siya. Parang, wala lang,
Paulit
glance
ng
lang for my time.
paulit-ulit. Yan.
Yeah, yun lang yung parang clue doon na hindi mo siya makalimutan. Kasi 'di ba pag paulit-ulit natin, parang trabaho lang, paulit-ulit natin ginagawa, ma-master 'yan. Hindi naman natin kasi pwedeng i-focus talaga to sa isang araw itong parts of speech and subject verb agreement kasi
Mm,
we also have other errands to accommodate or to attend, 'di ba? Or other priorities to attend. And that is why hindi natin siya mabigyan ng full time na sige pag-aralan ko to.
correct.
So weekends lang mga ganun. Pero if we really render time for this, ay nako. Ako na magsasabi. Sisiw lang to sa inyo. 'Di ba? Maging sisiw lang siya. And
Pag
it's
nagpe-preach
really
nga, sabi ko, hala, yan na naman sila. Yung mga paulit-ulit na the reason why. Yung
ay,
mga ganun.
ay 'di ba? Naano mo na no na, na
Pastor
parang, parang tumatak na sa sayo no. So parang ala na diyan
si Doc
naman. Ala ganito
June
na naman.
Aguilar. Kanina, pinakinggan ko si Doc June Aguilar na umaga. Hala, sorry.
Ala, ginamit na naman. O, di ba? At least aware tayo pag ganon. Although hindi natin kailangang sabihin or correct sila, uy, mali yung sinabi mo, sabi ni James, ano raw hindi naman pwedeng sabihin yun. So long that we
Correct.
know na, ay, ano yun, redundancy yun na. So, we just keep it ourselves na lang na, okay, ganito yun. At least next time, pag ikaw na yung mag-speak, alam mo na yung sasabihin mo. Hindi ka na reluctant na,
The reason,
ito yung dapat.
the
So,
reason why, oh no, that's the reason why. The reason
yun,
is,
diretso ka lang. Wala nang the reason why is because. The reason is
correct.
because. Kung hindi sila gagamit ng the reason why, yung iba, the reason is because. Ganun sila. Pero, ako, I still stick to the reason is, diretso ka lang. Wala nang because, wala nang why. Or, if
Correct.
you don't want to use the reason, yung reason na word, which is why, diretso ka na lang. Which is why they
Which
decided
is
to, which is
why,
why. Oo, ganon.
ayun.
So, hindi ka na ma-confuse. So, ayun, we're done with our discussion. And si Red hindi na ata makakabalik dahil sa connection niya. But thank you, Glenn, for joining me again. I'll try to
Welcome.
check.
Salamat din.
Yeah. I'll try to check tomorrow if may time pa kasi of course back to work na tayo lahat bukas.
Oo nga.
But pag hindi naman ako busy, I will start at 8 p.m. Hindi pa ako tulog niyan. Hindi ako matutulog kasi 6 p.m. ang end ng shift ko. So,
Ako 6 to
8
3 ako
p.m.
bukas.
Oh, 8 p.m. ako bukas magsa-start continuation. So, we'll talk about ulitin natin yung verb tenses kasi ang alam ko doon tayo nag-stop eh. Doon tayo huling, 'di ba, nag-discuss ng part of speech. So, ayan. I hope you learned a lot again tonight. at
Na-refresh lang
at
ako doon sa SBA.
ayun. So, hopefully bukas, I'm planning to change the questions doon sa game natin pero I just wanted to
Okay.
make sure na hindi ko papalitan yun hanggang hindi ni well, na perfect na yung part of speech. Yung part of speech, yun ang babaguhin ko siguro. Pero yung sa subject-verb agreement, I'll keep it that way until ma-perfect ng lahat, doon ko babaguhin yung set of questions. What do you think? Do you have any suggestion? Kaya?
Hindi. Mas mabuti ng ganun. Alam mo kung bakit? The more na
Hmm.
inuulit-ulit mo yung ganun, tatatak yung ganun eh. Ibig sabihin, tawag dito, pag masyado nang naano siya, nakatatak sa isipan, kahit mali-maliin pa, I mean, baliktarin or yung gano'n,
Baguhin. Oo.
magre-register na talaga siya as, hindi, tama to. May mali to yung gano'n.
Oo, ayun. So, thank you, Glenn, for that suggestion. I'll take it that way and I'll keep it that way, I mean. And tomorrow, kung meron pang time, kasi feeling ko busy na bukas eh. But in case you have time, just join pa rin. And then, I'll also reach out to my friends sa mga YouTubers din. After nito, actually, meron pa akong pupuntang live streaming. Baka
Talaga
pakantahin
ba?
mo naman ako. Oo. Kasi may nag-invite sa akin. Ganun na yung slot ko. May mga mag-invite, so pupuntahan ko sila. Lalo na pag
Ang
nagsabi na
galing.
ako, I don't time. Ganun na. So baka kakanta ako ron o baka tanungin naman ako about this. So parang dapat prepared ako pag ganyan. So, ayun lang. Thank you, Glenn, and I
All
hope to
right.
see you tomorrow kung meron time or next na LS ko. I really appreciate
Mm,
your time, and then yun lang, feel free to ping me if you have questions. At sa mga,
mm.
well, wala na si Nara ulit, saka wala na rin si Noel. So yun lang. Thank you so much for the time, and have a great night and God bless you.
Okay, likewise. God bless you din. Salamat. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye. Sige, mag-end na ako. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for your time and for joining me tonight. I'll see you tomorrow night at exactly 8 p.m. Manila time. And this has been a basic English. I'd like to share a quote with you, which I also read online or on a specific article that says, people do not care how much you know until they know how much you care. This has been Mike Abbas by Yabaz. Stay safe and God bless everyone. Bye.